or Iloilo by any chance?
Iloilo po, Iloilo.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I have a couple of friends who are from Iloilo ng mga tinya.
Oh.
Hmm. Kailan mo siguro si Hector, akala mo, liit ng clan, ano? That's good, that's good.
We're here. Okay, again, good evening, everyone. We're here again for our Prosper Path Mastermind Circle, of course, from our Prosper Faster Summit. And it's so exciting to see you again tonight. And of course, we have our special guest, our one of our favorite mentor, Kuya Rex Yap, here tonight. Thank you, Kuya, for being here. So tonight, actually, our topic is not a strategy, actually. Yes, it's actually not just a strategy, but really, we just want to check how you're going with your plans for 2026. And of course, how's your goals? Are you getting closer? Are you taking action? Or if you're not yet, if there's something that's stopping you, maybe there's, of course, life is not straightforward. No, I really can say that. Yesterday we talked about insurance, and last week for me was very emotional. Like a friend died from a car accident, and another one got diagnosed with cancer. So things can happen, and I don't know what's going on exactly now with your life. I'm sure meron din mga challenges, no? And sometimes our plans don't always go as planned, but then how can we get back on track? How can still we be joyful every time and enjoy this journey? And of course, tonight we will talk about the recently, I think we invited you to watch The Time to Rise with Tony Robbins last January. Some of you probably joined. I know Cyril did, and there's a lot of tools that we've learned there, and Kuya Rex will actually share a very specific tool, and we call it the Breakthrough Night. So, definition daw of breakthrough. Ano yung definition of breakthrough? And I'm just gonna quickly share my screen ha, kasi ano yung, here in our Prosper Path Mastermind Circle, of course, circle wealth habits of the top 1%, the mindset and action that separate us, us from the rest. So, why are there more successful people? Why some are like Tony's word, Kuya Rex, is dabbling, dabbling, and um, how can we actually overcome those? So I think I'm just gonna, sorry, Kuya Rex, I'm just gonna share my screen. I'm saying that, but I did not share it. Okay. So hopefully you're okay. Drink some water. We have a workbook for you actually tonight. So I think it's been since November last year, or October, November, December, January, 5th month with us. So, and then question is, have you taken real action? A lot of us did, which is exciting. Our project now is unconditional soon, which is really great. So again, here we don't just want you to learn. We want you to really execute even small steps. And I know some of you have contacted QueerX, assess your where are you at. So there's a lot of action plans, right? Or some of you are still collecting information. And last time we talked about, some people are like sharing really from their heart, why they're not buying their house yet or their property investing. But and so we discussed as well that um, like suggestions, opinions. Maybe you can see it in a different lens. So tonight, most people again don't have knowledge problem. If you Google how to do property investing, you can see all the strategies, and usually we have a real plan. We know what to do, we understand the theory behind it, but we delay the decision. So why is it? That's a question, right? So knowledge is, always repeat this again and again, is not power. It's applied knowledge is power. And of course, growth only happens when discomfort is paired with action. So usually the common reasons why we don't for me, when I don't take action, usually I'm scared to fail. Maybe fear of success. Is there such thing?
Mhm.
Waiting to feel ready or staying in comfort. So top one week. This is Kuya Ivan's word. I'm just borrowing it. Top 1%. If you see, we were just talking about something in our community before you come in. When you ask some questions, our kababayans, mostly in the community, not Pinoys and NZ, with over 200,000 members. There's 10 of us here in this webinar who took serious action. But if you look at the engagement, I asked a question, my gosh, the negativity. I was like, whoo, why people engage so much when it's in a way negative, but then if we talk about something serious to elevate our life, nobody engaged. Like, I'm sure they've seen it, but it's not really very attractive to a lot of people. So, no, kaya, again, you're here because you're part of the literally 1% in our community. And ito no, we usually ask, we don't ask what should I do, but we usually ask, what do I need to become? And that's why, what do I need to become? That question, do you actually ask that to yourself to go to my next level or whatever your goal are? So Kuya Rex will talk about it, like the identity. Kuya Rex, can you share to us like breakthrough night? It is a very good topic, no? The next aha moment. So Kuya Rex, I'm gonna let you share your screen about the tools that you will share to us tonight, especially the question, what do I need to become
Mhm.
to go to my next level? Because there's always that next level for you, right? For all of us, not just you, me, in terms of health, happiness, joy. So again, Kuya Rex, thank you for being here. So nice to see you. I'll let you start your
Hi,
presentation.
good evening, everyone. Tin, I'm sharing my screen already based on my
Yes,
screen
I
here.
can see it.
Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, everyone. Come on, we can do better than this, energy-wise. I know it's 9 p.m.
Woo!
Mhm.
Good
We
evening.
want to be part of the 1%. We can do, our energy dictates creates our reality. Pag medyo low bat, syempre, yung stereo natin medyo maano rin, lalo na yung sanay sa LP dati. Ang ina ng takbo, ano? So stretch, stretch, stretch. Wake yourselves
Good
up. Massage
evening.
yourself, whatever it takes. Smile, breathe, drink water. I run out water. Water, please. Great to see you all. As Christine mentioned earlier, out of the 200,000 members of this community, the Pinoys in NZ, only 10 of us are here. Like, wow. It's not me who's special, it's everyone. Everyone's special here tonight. So let me start with the question. How many of us already know what to do, but are not doing it consistently, if at all? Raising of hands, come on. Don't be shy. The truth will set you free. Okay. Yep, yep, that's really good. We Filipinos are good at self-flagellation. Okay. So that is the real issue. Not the lack of knowledge, as Christine mentioned earlier, but lack of execution. Yun talaga. And that is what exactly this night is all about. It's not about motivation. It's about identity plus execution. The strongest force inside a person is his identity. The moment you say, I am this, I am that, you're owning that identity and it becomes you. If you own an identity of a procrastinator, then you procrastinate. Nobody will argue with you on that. If you have that identity of whatever, positive or negative, that becomes you. Nobody will argue with you with that. All right? So yung mga anak natin, di ba, Jules, alam mo to, sometimes we catch our kids telling themselves, I'm not good in math, I'm not good in this, I'm not good in that. And of course, that comes from their belief and their values. That's our lens. That's our internal lens that we then see the world with. So para sa mga tech savvy dito, I can see Adi here. Ito yung operating system natin. Unfortunately, some of us are operating in such a way na hindi natin alam, but this is the driver of our daily life. But fortunately, We are blessed. We are blessed with the ability to change that operating system and be better and be better as God has intended us to be. Okay? Because our identity plus exclusion, that's actually what builds wealth. It's not knowledge. So this session is called State, Story, and Strategy because a breakthrough in wealth, it's not just about tactics. It's not just about getting the best deals every time. It's all about the state you live in, the story you believe, and the strategy you execute. Again, the state you live in, the story you believe, and the strategy you execute. You have that story within you, conscious or subconsciously. You are telling your story about that, and it becomes your truth. So tonight we're going to bridge that gap between knowing and doing. Who likes that? Knowing and doing, yep. So, but before we proceed, Christine kasi, unahan ako eh. What is a breakthrough pala? Anyone, please? Unmute yourselves. There are only 10 of us. Come
Unmute
on.
yourself or type it.
Yeah, yeah.
Sino
Unmute yourselves, guys. We
nagpapatulog?
can
What
share. As
is a
long as wala nang
breakthrough?
ingay dyan sa bahay, ah. And I think we're all Filipinos. I can speak in English and Tagalog and even Bisaya every now and then. So what is a breakthrough? If you don't volunteer, you're going to be voluntold. Let's start with Febby. How you say Febby?
Mike,
Febby.
Mike,
Feb.
Michael.
Actually, sir, si Michael po ako. Yung misis ko po si
Michael.
Febby. Apo.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Hi,
I'm
hi.
attending on
Hi,
behalf of
Michael.
her.
Now I can call you Feb because you have it in your screen. Okay. Hi,
Saan si
Michael.
Mrs.?
So,
Duty,
Sa
ma'am.
work.
Duty.
so what is
Ah,
a breakthrough? Come on. You only have 30 seconds.
Breakthrough, yung pag may idea ka na parang, let's say, in science, breakthrough is parang yung theory mo naging, it comes into realization. It comes true
Wow. Wow,
according to
that's
experiments.
beautiful. That's spot on.
Parang
Like,
gano'n.
My mentor Tony Robbins, this defined a breakthrough as the moment when something you thought impossible is impossible becomes possible. For me, I define it as the moment when your old ceiling becomes your new floor. Yay!
wow.
like that.
Your old limitations becomes your like, huh, where's my limitation? Like, you don't even see it anymore because it becomes your new floor, right? And I love that scientific way of looking at it. That's true. That's true. When for example, my example yesterday, we did this seminar webinar yesterday with another group. I told them like my wife and I, my palalab of 32 years, Adi and Jules know her, of course, because we work together. We walk in our part of our area wherein we see the breakthrough of the sun as it sets and it's covered with the clouds, and you think that's it, goodbye sun. And then suddenly you see this rays of light coming out beautifully from the clouds, like wow. So yeah, thank you for that, Mike. I'll call you Mike now.
Thank you po.
Okay, now let's see. Breakthrough foundations. Let's start with this. Here is the first truth. Knowledge alone does not create wealth. If knowledge created wealth, everyone who reads book on money would be wealthy. Everybody who attends seminars like this, webinars like this, would be wealthy. Everyone who watches property videos will be wealthy. But that is not what happens. Bakit kaya? Why?
Why?
Why? Because knowledge informs. It does not execute. Okay? Wealth is created by decisions, by behavior, by consistency, and compounding action. Kahit nasa investments natin, yung compounding talaga is a really good word to master. Compounding interest, compounding effects of your action, daily habits. So this is not about learning more. This is about becoming someone who does things, someone who executes. Now that is the breakthrough foundation in terms of wealth building. You may know all the knowledge, read all the finance books. Ang dami na ngayong resources sa YouTube. Ano, parang ikaw na lang malilito nung sino ba nagsabi ng totoo nito. Iba-iba pa yung opinion nila. But whatever it is, don't get bogged down by that knowledge. Okay? So, core message for tonight about breakthrough. Most people stay stuck not because they lack information. They stuck because they are stuck because of identity gap. You know, while they are talking about ito yung gusto mong achieve, gusto kong ganito, ganito, but at the back of their mind, like, hindi ko kaya to, ang hirap nito. You know, dami-daming mga iniisip. The identity is still there. So, but their identity is still attached to hesitation, comfort, delay, fear of being wrong, katulad sinabi ni Christine kanina, fear of losing, fear of looking foolish, like, fear of failure, and of course, fear of success as well. So they keep learning, but they do not move. Aral ng aral, but they don't apply it. Wala nangyayari. So that is why two people can hear the same strategy and get very different results. Sounds familiar?
Mm.
Two
Yes.
people can be taught about the same, like the same knowledge and the same education, but they get different results. One says, I'll do it when I'm ready. The other one is saying, I'll become ready by doing it. And that is identity. And that identity drives behavior.
Yep.
Okay? Let me say that again. One person says, I'll do it when I'm ready. Dapat perfect na lahat. Dapat naka-plaster na lahat. Ang isa naman is, I'll become ready by doing it. Those are two different things, right?
Yep.
So, hindi ko ba nakita yung napakita ito? Yeah, all right. That's the one. Okay. You'll have a copy of this, I think, Christine, no?
The
So,
PowerPoint.
I,
Your PowerPoint?
yeah.
Mm.
I'm still there? Yep.
Yes. Gratitude. I can see it.
Okay. Now, I think I've clicked the wrong. Okay, this one. So, how do the top 1% close the gap? Ikwenta mo ba, Jules, pakikwenta nga, if there are 10 of us out of 220,000 people, ilang percentage tayo? I-divide mo daw. 10 divided by 220,000.
How many?
We're the cream of the crop, like
By
0.001%.
20,000. Oh,
No,
kuya,
20,000.
220,000, right? Then divided
Yeah,
by 220.
yeah.
That's 0.00045.
Wow.
So less than point,
Almost
yeah,
0%.
almost 0%. Let's put
And
it that way.
that's how special we like to think, no? That's how
Mm.
special we are tonight.
Not in the top
So,
1%.
dapat palitan natin ito ng top 0.00045 close
Close
that
to
gap.
0%.
Not by
Wow.
being superhuman, not by knowing everything. The top 0.00045% close it through mindset patterns that shapes their behavior. So tonight we'll use three apps. Ito yung sa akin, ito yung pinaka-importante talaga. And these are gratitude
Yep.
for your state, abundance for your story, and then lastly, stewardship for your strategy. And let me explain to you why it works. Without fail, it works. It worked for me, it worked for a lot of my friends, and it will work for all of us. And I'm happy to share this. By the way, I'm doing these things because I'm honoring my mentors. It's my way of paying forward. I don't get paid. I'm not pushing any product or anything. I'm sharing what I know because I'm a steward. And whatever you know tonight, I hope you'll also pass it on to somebody who needs that information, that needs the knowledge, who needs the encouragement. Okay? So, gratitude, abundance, stewardship. It's not by coincidence that it's the acronym ng GAS, no? GAS. It fuels us. It fuels us to achieve more, not only in terms of wealth, but in terms of relationship, in terms of spirituality, in terms of health. Ang dami, lahat ng aspect ng buhay natin, if we apply gratitude, abundance, and stewardship, we can achieve so many things far beyond our imagination. Breakthrough palagi araw-araw, Mike. Pinalitan ni Mike, ha? Now I'll call you Feb. So these are not soft ideas. These are execution drivers. Ito yung nagda-drive for us to execute things, to transform our information, to our knowledge, to something that's tangible, to something that we can act on. These are wealth habits in mindset form. Okay? So first, let's go to ito talaga number one, gratitude. Okay, let's start with the first one, gratitude. Gratitude is not just an emotion, nice emotion like, hey, I'm grateful. Um, One recent example, my daughter, our only daughter, we have four boys and one daughter, Anna, went to Cambodia late last year. And the moment she came back, we fetched her at the airport. She was in tears. And she said, Dad, I'm so grateful that we have all these things here in New Zealand because in Cambodia, we went to a village where children have to walk several kilometers. They don't even have notebooks, they don't have shoes or slippers. They have to walk miles or kilometers, I should say, just to be in school. And for me, that's like, wow, because there are so many things we take for granted that other people would die to have even potable water. Of course, we're aware that 25% of, out of the 8 billion people right now has to access to potable water. So you see, gratitude is key. It is a performance state. It changes your state. You cannot be grateful and at the same time desperate and fearful. It's it's contradictory, ba? Okay. So, and this matters because your state affects your decision, your communication, the way you talk, the way you relate to people, your patience. Jules, no. As a mom, you know this. If you're grateful, it changes your patience, your risk judgment, and your
Amen
consistency.
daw, Kuya. Amen.
Amen. So top 0.00045 people manage their state before they act. And that is one reason they execute better. They have better results. And it reinforces their beliefs again. And because better state leads to better decisions, and better decisions build wealth, build relationship. Okay. So I have a story about this investor I know. He's a very successful investor, I could say. I met him the other day. That was a social thing, not about investments. So he was about to make a property decision from stress. Rates were changing. Everyone had an opinion. He felt pressure to move fast. He had the money. Of course, he had the money. Filipino ito. You don't probably know him, but he's got five multi-million companies. Like, would you believe? And he had the knowledge. Um, but his state was poor. Before signing, he paused. He stepped away and he wrote down three things he was grateful for. As simple as that. So he wrote about his family, his wife, his supportive wife, his children, the fact that he still had options, you know. So that simple reset changed his state. He came back calmer, asked better questions, spotted a risk he had missed. Jules, take note. And delayed the deal by 2 weeks. 2 weeks lang. Two
Yep.
weeks later, a better opportunity came. Cleaner numbers, less pressure, better
Mm.
figures, better upside. So
Yep.
he was able to secure a better deal by just putting himself in a beautiful in that grateful state, that beautiful
Yep.
state.
Mm.
And that's why, Cyril, if you are still sitting on the fence about UPW, Unleash the Power Within, these things I learned from that activity. Please, if you have the chance, attend that. Attend that. And Tony Robbins is not even paying me, but please attend that. Okay, so better upside. Same person, same market, different state. And that is why I say your state is your first strategy. Ba? Yung state natin daw. In
Mm.
fact, your state is your best gift to yourself and to
Mm.
your relationship. Never enter into a negotiation or into a discussion with when you are in such a state we're in. You cannot make good decisions because you are not feeling well, and then you are, hungry, for example.
Mm.
You have control of that. The physiology, you have control of that.
Mm.
So gratitude improves decision quality, and decision quality builds wealth. Now, let's have a quick reset right now, right now. Let's just say take about what, 20 seconds and think of three things. You can close your eyes. Think of three things that you're really grateful for and thank the Lord for every single moment of your life. Yeah, feel that shift. Feel that shift. That shift is the beginning of a breakthrough. The moment you put yourself in that state of gratitude, a lot of good things comes out. Let's go. Okay. All right. The next one is abundance. Oh, I love this too. This is about your story, the story you tell yourself about opportunities, about timing, about the market, about yourself. Most people are not stopped by lack of opportunity, they are stopped by a scarcity story. They say, it's too late, everything good is gone, somebody's got it, others are ahead, I missed my chance. And once they believe that, they stop acting. The missed deal that opened a bigger door. So a friend of mine, another one, missed the deal he really wanted. He was frustrated. He said, "This was my chance. I blew it." For a week, he repeated the same story. The market's too hot. Everything good is gone. Others always get there first. And because of that story, he stopped looking carefully. Then he caught himself like, he changed the question from, "Why did I miss it?" to, "What is this teaching me?" What is this teaching me? He reviewed the deal, saw what he liked, saw what he ignored, improved his criteria, spoke to two more agents. I think he's lying. I think he spoke to four more to four more agents. He shopped around, looked in a different suburb, and within a month he found a much better deal. Stronger cash flow, better tenant demand, less emotional pressure.
Yeah.
The opportunity didn't disappear. His old story did. And that is abundance, not fantasy, not denial. Abundance means I can learn, I can adapt, I can improve, I can act, and that there's sunshine for everyone. That person enjoying the sunshine doesn't take any more sunshine from me. It's available. God's abundance is for everyone. Sometimes we just like, oh, our human nature, our fallen nature keeps on looking at oh, I should do this because if not, somebody will get it. Okay. In fact, that's where jealousy comes in. That's from scarcity mindset. Some people would say when people are showing like ways of improving their lives by showing their example, like I was able to achieve this, they will say, "Oh, he's humbug, like humbug lang, flexing his wealth." When in fact, it's his way of showing that if I can do it, you can achieve it too,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So the top 0.00045 don't assume opportunity is gone. They ask, where did it move? Saan? Saan? Who took my cheese? Sino nakabasa ng libro Who Took My Cheese? That's a really good read. So it's more on where did it move? I'm sure there's another opportunity somewhere when I'm ready.
Yep.
Yeah. So if this resonates with you, type in the chat abundance just for you because just using your fingers somehow puts that in our brain. Abundance, Abundance. I know you know the spelling, but I'm just saying it. Abundance, right? Okay. And remember this line, don't let a bad story kill good action, right? Just one story and that's it? Nope. Okay. And lastly, of the three, like G, gratitude, A, abundance. The last one is stewardship. Stewardship. Everything that's entrusted to us, we are eventually accountable. That's in the Bible, okay? You don't hide a lamp under a whatever. Uh-huh. So now the third habit, stewardship. This is where breakthrough becomes practical. Stewardship means managing well what has been entrusted to us. Your income, your capital, your time, your knowledge, your relationships, your reputation, your opportunities. These are entrusted to you for a reason. And that's how I take whatever knowledge I have, I'm sharing with you now, because I believe that I am just a vessel. I'm just a steward of these things. So top 0.0045% people think like stewards. They do not just chase returns. They manage risk. They do not seek income. They build systems. They do not just make contacts, they build trust. Someone in our circle, hindi ko lang sabihin ha, kilala nyo to, okay? Once made a simple call to a contact, walang pitch, walang agenda, walang check-in. He asked, how are you doing? What are you working on? Ako siguro yun ba? Pero hindi ako yun. So the contact shared a problem. They were trying to structure a deal but were stuck on finance and timing. Kasi gusto ng seller, ganito na kaagad, ilang days, bayad na kaagad. So they were stuck with that. It was a really good opportunity, I can tell you. So instead of trying to sell something, he served. He listened. He asked clarifying questions. Sige, ako na nga yung tinawagan. Para madali yung usapan natin. Ako na yung tinawagan. Okay. So I shared one useful contact and one practical next step for him to do. And that was it. No pressure, no selling, no like, I do that. No transaction mindset. Months later, that person, and we all know him, came back and said, because of how you helped me in that very nice transaction, I want to work with you now. He refinanced two of his deals with us. See, I was not even when I served him. I was not even thinking about me. Like, I'll get you soon. No, it's not about that. And that one conversation led to a strong partnership opportunity. Why? Because trust was built before the deal. Apply that. Trust is built because you care, because it's not about you. It's not about what you
Yeah.
get, but it's about what you share, what you contribute, how you serve.
Yep.
And that's stewardship is all about. Example ko kahapon, I was shocked 3 months ago when my second boy asked me, Dad, when do you know that this person is the right person for me? And my answer, Michael, ang ganda ng tawa mo dyan ah. May asawa ka na. Okay, ang sabi ko sa kanya, when realize that you're sure that you want to give more than taking, you're ready to give more.
Wow.
Naintindihan niya yun. Naintindihan niya
Mm.
yun. And he said, that confirms it, Dad. I'm willing to give more. Because in any relationship, when you are there to take more, it's not sustainable, believe me. Because when that person cannot give you any more, you'll be disappointed. You'll go out of that relationship because that's it. So most people chase transactions. The top 0.0045% build trust, and trust compounds. That is stewardship for you guys. That is strategy, that is identity plus execution in action. So lastly, oh, we're done. Simple lang ano. Here's a 7-day challenge for everyone. Please do this. I've done this several times and I can assure you, I can guarantee this works. So 7-day breakthrough challenge. Oops. What did I do? Okay. From the current slide. Tin, I close it ah.
I think so. I think I
Uh,
have. Let me look
okay.
for.
So anyway, ito na yung sabihin ko. Itong breakthrough challenge. The first one is in the next 7 days, the moment you wake up, instead of grabbing that gadget and looking what's, the feeds and whatever that makes you like, start with a meditation of gratitude. Better still, if you can write down what you are grateful for, at least 5 or 10 things that you're truly grateful for. Write it down. Writing is really makes it, it drives the point home. Writing, like it concludes physiology. So write it down. 3 to 5 minutes of meditating about the things you are truly grateful for. That will start your day in a good way. All right? Who can commit to that? Can you commit to that? Yeah.
Yep.
Those who are not doing it yet, I strongly recommend this. Make it a habit. For the next 7 days, write 5 to 10 things before you do anything else in the morning that you are truly grateful for. And if you are, like, oh, what can I thank? What am I thankful for? Start with, oh, thanks for waking me up, for another chance to serve, for another opportunity to experience life. Okay.
Yep.
The second challenge is reframing a story from a question of scarcity, reframing it to something about abundance. Say, for example, what I've written here is something like, why am I not attracting good deals, to how am I stepping into the version of me that sees the best in every situation, that sees the opportunity in every situation. Again, reframing it. Like instead of saying, why am I not? more on how can I. Just one. So write one limiting thought right now and rewrite it into an empowering belief. So again, ang example ko dito na sinulat ko is why I'm not attracting good deals.
How about Kuya, the limiting belief na the bank will not approve me?
Yeah, that's one. Like, how come the lenders will not approve me? Instead, how can I present a deal so that my finance application will be approved? Or naku, hindi ko kayang gawin itong mag-invest kasi yung capital ko, yung deposit ko, yung puhunan ko, whatever it is not enough. Ang liit-liit. So how can you make that work? Because if you ask the right question, you get the right answers. You can go partnership with someone else, and that's what we're here for. Like, there's so many resources actually. Alibay na lang talaga pag hindi ka makapag-invest dahil kung ano-anong reason mo. The story that you keep on telling yourself. Reframe it from scarcity to abundance. There's a lot of opportunity. Believe me. Ask Ivan about it. And lastly, the third challenge for the next 7 days at least, I think can continue that, is stewardship. Ito yung close to my heart really. Take one daily stewardship action. Reach out, support someone, share value, strengthen trust. Call someone you haven't called for some time. Share whatever you know about investment, about things that you learn in the community, in our group. Why? Because trust and consistency create opportunity. Believe me. Tulad ng example kaya ng sinabi ko na when a friend called me, I didn't tell him to like move all your loans to me or something like that. I just pointed him to in the right direction. Like ito yung tawagan mo, ito yung makatulong sa situation mo, ganon-ganon. Because there are situations that I cannot help, but I can point you in the right direction. Okay? So this is not just a mindset exercise. This is a wealth building discipline. Your At the end of our lives, there are two regrets: the regret of discipline, the pain of discipline, or the pain of regret. Okay, so you're training identity, consistency, and execution, and that is how people prosper faster. Okay, so here's your call to action. Within the next 24 hours, write down one wealth action you already know you should do. Do it. And then post your 7 day commitment in the group chat. No more waiting, no more overthinking, no more I'll do it when I'm ready. Tonight is not about motivation, it's about identity plus execution. And please, katulad ng sinabi ni Christine kanina, alam nyo ba, it's not really just about the journey. The most important part is who we become in the process. That's the most important part. It's not just about the journey, it's who we become. Become first, and those things will come to you. And with that, I would like to thank you for listening. And hi, Ivan, you're here.
Yeah.
Verly, Mills, Julie, Grace, everyone. The 0.00045%, bro, sa Pinoys and NZ. Out of the 220, there's only 10 of us.
220,000.
If you cannot call that the cream of the crop, I wouldn't say, how would you call this group? All right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you so much,
email,
Kuya Rex.
Thank
message
you,
me if you have
Kuya.
anything else to ask, and I'm happy to share with you whatever I know. Otherwise, ask Ivan or Christine or Mills. Okay.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
for
you
the
so much,
challenge.
Kuya Rex. And again, Kuya Ivan, you want to add to that? Because again,
Yeah.
it's what Kuya Rex just said, it's your identity. Because again, there's always a way. But if your story is, I'm not gonna get approved, I'm not ready, all those things.
Yeah, it's
Then,
always a pleasure kasi no to listen to Kuya Rex kasi yeah, full of wisdom si Kuya Rex eh. Palibhasa mas maraming wisdom comes with age eh.
Buti lang, walang gray hair na binanggit. Papatayin na talaga
It
kita.
doesn't look his age though.
Hindi, okay lang yan.
In
Okay lang
addition
yan.
kay Kuya Rex, may research na para may survey silang ginawa about yung mga common characteristics ng mga millionaires and billionaires. Marami, pero ang top 5 na nag-stands out are as follows. Most of the millionaires and billionaires have this positivity or yung gratitude mindset. Pagka gaya ng sabi ni Kuya Rex, when you're thankful for everything, you're inviting positive energy. And positive energy invites a lot of positive things that goes into your life. So it goes kasi kung what comes in what you feed your mind comes out of your body. And I'm telling you, nagra-radiate yan with other people. Nakikita ng mga tao kung, ay, positive siya or ay, negative naman ng taong to. Nakikita nila. And if you're positive, without you knowing, natutuwa sa yung mga tao. Sometimes, magugulat ka, parang ang dali naman ng deal na yun. Yung
Mm.
hindi dahil sa magaling ka magsalita. It could be that some people, sa amin, na-notice ko lang, parang pag may mga clients kami na bago, nakakatuwa yung ma-receive na feedback na, ay, galing kami sa ibang building company, but I like yung aura niyo mag-asawa. You guys are so full of positivity. Parang, uy, talaga ba? But the Ivan before is not like this. I don't have the abundance mentality noon. Ang gusto ko nga, ako lang. Ayoko ng, basta um, ayoko ng ma-share ang knowledge. Wala akong positivity. So, yeah, this kind of attitude, yung being grateful for a lot of things, being passive to things that surrounds you. Nako, i-practice nyo. I'm telling you, it matters a lot. Kasi yung mindset mo na katulad sabi ni Kuya Rex, minsan nga, uunahan mo na baka hindi ako ma-approve. Ay, wala akong kapital. Maniwala ka sa hindi, I explained during the seminar. Pag nag-invest ka, hindi mo kailangan ng pera. Ay, sorry, pag nag-business ka or even investing, I showed you how to make money in property kahit wala kang kapital, 'di ba? Naalala niyo yung back-to-back transaction or intracontemporaneous settlement?
Mm.
Contemporaneous settlement, I mean, meaning you get the property in contract, wala ka pang binibigay, pwede mo siya
Mm.
mabenta, nabili mo siya ng 100,000, pwede mo ipasa ng
Mm.
150,000, you make 50,000, wala kang nilabas sa capital. So,
Mm.
stop telling yourself na, ay, wala kasi akong pera, hindi ako makastart. Ang dami pong paraan. So, that's gratitude number one. And then, number two, um, yeah, yung risk taking. Most of the millionaires and billionaires take the risk. I mean, ganun talaga ang buhay eh. Pwede kang, lagi kasing ang decision natin lagi, ay pag nag-invest ako, baka malugi, baka mawala. Well, that could be true. Pero naisip mo ba na pwede ring kumita? Pwede kang manalo? 'Di ba?
Mm.
Lagi kasi dahil sa, again, it boils down sa positivity. Sa mindset mo na na negative kasing finifeed mo. Kaya ang una mong natatakot ka lalo na ay baka sa negative ka nakafocus. Hindi ka nakafocus sa tawag dito, sa positive outcome. So that's number two, yung risk taking. Ang number three is ang ano daw lahat ng mga millionaires and billionaires, kahit mayayaman na sila, alam mo, kahit si Elon Musk, until now, nagsisik pa rin siya ng knowledge. Would you believe that? Bilyonaryo na yung tao, he's still seeking knowledge. Galing, di ba?
Mm.
Um, number,
Four.
yeah, sorry, yeah, number four, um, yung, of course, yung people skills. Napa-practice naman 'to. Kasi hindi ka puwedeng umasenso talaga kapagka wala pa ako na-meet na Karamihan sa na-meet ko na ano, na millionaires and billionaires, hindi sila takot makipag-usap sa tao. Wala pa akong na-meet na aloof, no? Or introvert. Lahat talaga sila, they know how to talk to people. Hindi mo naman kailangan maging pabibo. Kailangan mo lang is you need to practice people skills. Okay? And then lastly, lahat sila nagte-take action. Kasi sayang ang natutunan mo kung hindi mo pinut in action. Minsan, ako nung umattend ako naalala ko, umattend ako kay ah, Robert Kiyosaki noon. As in, yung brain ko parang nag-explode ng eye-opener sa akin si Robert Kiyosaki. But then, hindi ko kinaya at the time, ang 80,000 na parang, yun na yung ano parang yung platinum. May level kasi na membership yun eh. At the time, 80,000 is a lot of money for me. So nagtumigil ako pero yung kakarampot kong natutunan, I put that into action and nung kumita na ako, I went back to Robert. Tapos nung bandang huli, wala na, parang lahat ng tinuturusan ni Robert, um, parang nai-implement ko na. Then I seek some other knowledge like ano kay Tony Robbins and JT Fox naman. So yun, continuous learning pa rin ako kahit hanggang ngayon. I still learn from people. I learn from you guys, from Kuya Rex, from everyone. Kahit na araw-araw may makausap akong bagong tao, I learn. Si JT ang isa sa mga gustong-gusto ko rito kay JT ano, 'pag may natutunan ka, may naisip kang idea, execute. Karamihan kasi sa atin, "Ah, ganito ha, isulat mo yung idea mo tapos pag-usapan natin Han, ano yung pros and cons niyan. Isa-isahin natin yung mga bullet points." Tapos hindi kayo matapos-tapos hindi niyo pa na-execute, naunahan na kayo ng iba. Yun, so ako nung execute agad ako noon, nung natutunan ko kay Robert Kiyosaki, execute. Tapos, well, I made mistakes along the way kasi wala akong mentor noon. Wala naman kasing mentorship program dito. But ngayon, you guys are quite lucky na nandito yung binuo natin tong grupo with leadership nila Tin and Melds. Nandiyan sila Kuya Rex, nandito kami to genuinely helping you out. Again, you can opt to do business with us, build houses with us or not. Okay lang, hindi malulugi ang Elegant Key Homes kahit hindi naman kayo magpa-build sa amin. But we're here genuinely wanting everyone in the community na umasenso. Ganyan ang sinabi ko dati, hindi 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 maganda how do I rephrase it? Maganda kung lahat tayo mayaman. Yung iba kasi, hindi dapat ako lang. Ah, Pangit eh. I feel like for me mas maganda kung lahat tayo masenso, mayaman dahil araw-araw ang dami naming ang dami-daming deals na dumarating sa amin. Diyos ko po, um, lately may mga inoffer sa aming mga property. Halos kami ang parang gusto namin bilhin lahat kaso naman hindi naman unlimited ang funds namin. And all those properties na ino-offer sa amin, lahat napakagaganda, lahat full potential. Kaso nga lang hindi unlimited ang funds namin. So, dito papasok ngayon yung if we build wealthy community around us, madali ang execution. We can buy that property, buy this, kasi tatawagan ko lang sila. Kuya Rex, magkano na ba yung ano mo? Tatawag lang ako kay Kuya Rex kung magkano yung pera niya. Pwede na tayo mag-co-investment. Um, Pwede akong tumawag kay, siguro, si Mel's, marami na siguro naipon to. Ah, 'Di ba? So, yun, we can work together as a team. Kaya parang we're here genuinely, me, I genuinely wanting everyone to be rich around me. I don't know bakit gano'n ako mag-isip. Karamihan sa mga mayaman na friend ko dito, iba mag-isip sa akin, gusto nila sila lang mayaman. Ayaw na ituro sa mga friends nila. Pero kami, we see the ano, the better outcome kapagka we are surrounded by a lot of people na, wealthy or wealthier than us. Mas maganda nga yung gano'n. So, yun, yeah, ano 'to, practice yung abundance, mentality, mindset. I'm telling you, the possibility, yung ma-achieve nyo is, endless sobra. Yun, but my dear friends, everyone, please take action. If you don't take action, wala, sayang lahat ng natutunan nyo, sayang lahat ng mga ano, mga inspiration nyo. Alalahanin nyo yung kwento sa Bible, yung parable of, yung the seeds ba yun? Yung parable of the seeds
Parable
ba
of the
yun?
talents. The talents.
Yung nag-ano siya, yung isang seeds,
Parable of the
na ano yan?
parable of the talents.
Hindi, yung talents ano yun, yung
Coins.
sa pera.
Of
Yung
the sower.
seeds, yung the
Sower.
sower, yeah.
Parable of the sower.
'Di ba yung ibang mga seeds na napunta sa batuhan. So parang hindi na-grow. Yung iba naman na punta sa mataba na soil, nag-grow naman. So, yung knowledge nyo, andiyan na yan eh. Yun na yung seeds eh. Kailangan nyo lang talaga i-cultivate, itanim at diligan. And then, andyan na eh. Nasimulan na natin to. You can seek, if you want more dilig, you can ask Kuya Rex, Ivan. Kailangan namin ng konting water, paki-feed nga kami. We're happy to do that. Andyan na eh. Kailangan nyo lang i-nurture at saka i-take action.
Kuya Ivan, ako I might take a tangible step forward because I'm planning to go to Christchurch with my son. So will I be able to visit you, have a look around, what's out there?
Yeah, of course. Definitely. You let me know kung kailan kayo pupunta para mapaghandaan natin. Okay?
Kasi I know the properties, man, makikita ko, di ba, on show, ano yung mga possibilities out there.
Yeah, oo.
I would really have to have a look and hopefully take the step
Jules,
further soon.
Go lang.
Jules, makita mo lang yung show home nila, nako, maingganyo ka na kaagad.
Baka lumipat ako ng Christchurch, kuya.
Ay, hindi ka pa nakapunta, Kuya Rex, sa bago naming office, showroom.
No, I've been there.
Yung 2-story?
Yeah, ang ganda. Remember, yung mga panels, ang ganda, and then you showed me yung
Ay, oo nga
area
pala.
for, I was there.
Oo,
Yeah.
nakapunta ka nga pala.
Ivan, kasi magti-10 na eh. There's a very good question si Cyril. What if you have too many ideas? How do you prioritize one? Paano mo i-prioritize pag sobra-sobra yung ideas mo?
Ako ginagawa ko, um, inaano ko siya, so parang walang pinagkaiba sa ang dami-daming projects. Ano ang uunahin ko dito? Dumating din nag-umpisa yan kami sa ang dami naming business. Meron kaming cleaning, meron kaming, restaurant, meron kaming recruitment at may construction. My gosh, lahat kumikita. Ano gagawin namin? Pero hindi kami puwedeng lahat. So pinili namin siya, number one, sa parang, cost benefit analysis. Ang restaurant, what does it cost us? Our time. Sobrang time, less money. Ang recruitment, more money, less time. Pero future-wise, mukhang hindi siya pang future-proof. Tapos yung cleaning, malaki ang pera, pero ang problema madali i-penetrate ng kalaban. So, ang construction, itong property investment, ang dami niyang branches and ang daming knowledge that can branch out. There's a lot of ways how to make money. So, kinirank namin siya after the cost benefit analysis, and then we decided tanggalin tong restaurant, ito pinaka-least, pinaka-4th. Tapos tanggalin na rin natin tong cleaning. Kahit kumikita siya, hindi siya forever kasi any asawa ng mga karpentero na bumili ng vacuum cleaner tsaka brush can start a cleaning company. So tinanggal namin yon hanggang sa sinarado namin lahat ng negosyo maliban sa construction. So that's how we frame our mind, no. Either cost benefit analysis or kung gusto mo medyo kung familiar ka sa SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities and threats, that's the proper way. Yun ang guide ko lagi. Kapag may mga issues ako or may mga decisions ako na kailangan kong uh, i-classify at i-organize ang thoughts ko, SWOT analysis. Ikaw, Kuya Rex, ano ang gamit mo?
Ang gamit ko naman, kasi I know Louis and Cyril personally eh. I would say start with your heart and gut.
Sabi ko na yung sasagot ni Kuya Rex eh.
Start with your heart because by going back to what really matters, kasi ma-answer mo yung what and why eh. You may have all the income in the world but you're not happy with what you're doing. What does that mean? I mean, I'm not downplaying na malaki yung income, masarap ha, 'di ba? Kasi marami kang matutulungan, then you can expand. Sa akin lang personal take based on my experience, and I'm so blessed na I'm doing something that I really believe in, na it's part of my advocacy. So my what is really clear, my why is really clear as well. So start with that, Cyril. Like start with that question. What business will make me wake up in the morning and say like, wow, thank you, I get to do this again. And why? Why am I doing this? Who am I serving? Does this uplift my family, uplift other people? Will this, all these things. And of course, ang danger lang diyan sa kaniyang approach, katulad sila ni Ivan, we have so many kabayan starting their business from that angle na nag-enjoy ako, gawin ko ito. They focus on the things that they enjoy. Later, and as we speak, I know one person na lugi pala. I spoke with her earlier this week, lugi pala. So I keep on telling her like, why are you still doing it after a year? Kasi nag-enjoy ako kuya eh. Sabi ko, you can find some other things to enjoy. Nakikita ka rin. Huwag yung nag-enjoy ka nga. Wala ka namang kinikita. What's the point? So yun, start with your what and why and then you can prioritize from that order.
Are we listening, Chris?
Kasi kung sabay-sabay minsan, if you're spreading yourself too thin, katulad sinabi ni Ivan kanina, in the end, ikaw ang lugi. Ikaw ang lugi. Sabi ng kaibigan ko na ang ganda-ganda ng bakery niya doon sa Hamilton dati. Bro, ba't mo kinlose? Sabi niya, hindi na hanap buhay ito, hanap patay. I, I, I start work at 3 a.m. and then go back home 11 p.m. Sabi niya, hindi na, maganda yung kita, pero I'll be dead in 5 years' time. So you see, you have to think along that line as well. There's so many parameters, no? But start with that. You can have so many, how do you say that? Qualifiers.
Thank you. That's very, very valuable, no? And again, whoever, like I think a lot of in our team is really taking action. A smaller, and that I think what Clearlex said, it compounds. So you take small action, and then you get more confidence. You get the results, and then you do it again and again at the bigger, probably kung
Tin,
ready ka
Tin.
na.
Is
So
it okay if we ask Ivan to recap yung 5 traits, common traits ng mga people who are wealthy, who are doing it well financially? Kasi there were 5, di ba, Ivan, no?
Mm.
Those are really good points. Para rin ang daming ideas na kung paano maging wealthy, but these are 5 main thing na common sa a lot of people who are doing it well.
You want me to recap?
Yeah, please. So number 1
Yeah.
is
So number 1 is having a gratitude or positive mindset.
uh-huh.
That's number 1. Wala kang makitang millionaire na negative, I swear.
Yep.
Posibleng may ma-meet ka pero malamang sa malamang minana lang nila yung pera nila. or negosyo nila.
Napanulunan ng loto. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And most of the millionaires or billionaires are risk takers.
Yep.
Mhm. And
Calculated, I
then,
would say.
yes, of course. Yeah. When we say risk taking, you take the risk kapag you calculate that the odds of winning
Yeah.
is higher than losing.
Mhm.
Yeah, 'di ba? It's foolish to take risk na bara-bara lang.
Yeah, yeah.
And then most of the millionaires and billionaires are people person. They know how to talk and express themselves properly.
Mhm.
Kahit hindi doesn't mean public speaker ka. No. Kailangan mo lang marunong kang sincere ka makapag-usap, honest
Mhm,
ka.
mhm. Mm.
'Yun. And then most of the millionaires and billionaires still seek knowledge.
Yes, education.
Almost every day, they still seek knowledge. Elon Musk, hindi siya alam niyo ba si Elon Musk, hindi siya ang rocket engineer. Ano lang siya, mechanical engineer, 'di ba? Na natuto lang mag-computer, mechanical engineer siya. Pero kita mo nakapagpalipad ng rocket, hindi siya yung nag-design nun, but
Mhm.
he seek knowledge. So and he sought knowledge of the people na mas magaling kaysa kanya.
That's right.
And then lastly, everyone takes action. Kapag sa tingin nila, may idea sila, go, execute. Kasi kapag hinayaan mo yung hinayaan mo yung idea mo, you don't take action, chances are makakalimutan mo na yon or mawala na yung burning desire mo hanggang sa aanurin ka na lang ng alon, nakalimutan mo na kung saan ka papunta. Ngayon.
Thanks, Ivan.
Mm.
Thank you, Kuya. So I just wanna maybe a bit of exercise because we talk about yung sabi ko kanina, no? Kasi I really wanna really awaken your new identity. If you have an old identity that you feel it's stopping you, what should I do is not the question, but who do I need to become? So practice. Can we ask someone to just share? I think just to do an exercise, and then if we don't get a chance to do it for everybody, you do it. Like you ask that question, who do I need to become to go to my next level? Anyone wants to share? Who do I need to become to? So I will ask you, Ivan, kasi sabi niya kanina, and then another one of you who's willing to share. You're not that kind of person before, and then you transition. And Kuya Rex, you've said from the beginning, we have the ability to change, you know, that limiting belief. So who do you need to become, Kuya, to reach where you are at now? Kung ikaw, looking back sa old self mo and now, or when you're starting to, you feel like,
Ang the answer kasi ng yung kaninang yung slides na yun no, parang sinasabi din sa slides na yun na kailangang baguhin ang sarili mo. Huwag kang mag-isip na ang it's like a leader, be a leader. Kasi ang leader, they think, how am what do I need? Who do I need to become? That's result. Rather than what should I do? That's a process. Tandaan mo, yung what should I do, yan ang tanong ng mga inuutusan. Kung gusto mo maging manager, ang tanong mo dapat, who do I need to become? 'Di ba? Kasi that's result. Ang what should I do is a process. Anyway, to answer the who do I need to become, hindi yan one drastic, one big leap. There's step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can't say, I'm level 0, I need to become level 10. No. One step at a time. Um, Ako honestly, hindi, I'm telling you, the old Ivan, kung kilala niyo lang ako, um, corporate mentality ko. Pinalaki ako ng nanay ko na, "Anak, mag-aral ka mabuti para may maganda kang trabaho." Never ko inisip pumunta ng negosyo. Nakakatakot pumunta ng negosyo, but one step at a time. Sinabi ko, kailangan kong pumunta sa business. Sawa na ako sa lalo dito sa New Zealand. Ayokong kasi napayaman ko ang boss ko. So sabi ko gusto ko mag-step 1. And then after step 1, ma-realize mo, shucks, ready na ako sa step 2. Step 3, and then you become the person that you want to be. 'Di ba? Hindi yan overtime, drastic move na I want to be like Elon Musk and save the world. Walang ganun. Dapat ano muna, level, slowly. Hanggang sa isang araw, magugulat ka, 'pag ready ka na, you will seek for step 2. Basta nandun yung mindset mo na you're always wanting to improve yourself, seeking knowledge every single day. Magugulat ka, hindi mo mamamalayan na nasa level 5, level 6 ka na. Magugulat ka isang araw na, ay, dahil ko na palang na-achieve. Na-achieve ko na palang gusto ko maging become. Yun.
Kuya Rex, you wanna add to that? And then who's brave enough to share?
Okay, yeah. Ivan said it really well. So becoming is a process. It is a process, ba? So a lot of people take it the other way around. First, they want to have, and then when I have this, I become. When in fact, they should become first, then they will have. Napaka-dangerous yung punto na yun na you want to become, you want to have something that you are not ready for it because it can harm you. It can harm you. And katulad na sinabi ni Ivan kanina, yung mga masungit na mga mayayaman, these are the people who parang biglang yaman na hindi pinaghirapan, halimbawa, minana lang or nanalo ng loto. In fact, that can harm them big time. They're not ready for it. And a lot of us, like, I wish meron akong 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion, whatever it is, but you don't become yet. And how do you become? Success leaves clues. Di ba? Then you observe people who you want to become and see how they do things, how they act, how they deal. We have so many examples that we can, even in our community, and dami talaga. It's just a matter of reaching out to them.
And of course, Kuya, the background that you have, these are the tools.
Yeah,
State
state
story and
story and
strategy.
strategy. Yes.
So
Yun
if
talaga,
you
no?
remember this, it's really because your strategy is already provided here all the
It's a
time, like
process,
getting the
Christine. In
attention.
fact, for me, it took me 55 years to realize all these things. 55 years lang naman. But once
So
you get,
guys,
yeah,
we're getting shortcut here, okay?
okay. I know. I know. Ang suswerte ninyo. Eh, yung mga tuition fee naming binayaran ni Ivan, you don't have to pay for it. It's here for free and we're happy to share it with you.
Mm,
Ang dami kayong luha, ang dami kayong tuition fee namin binayaran to be able to reach where we are now. And
true.
we're still becoming. I'm a work in progress myself. I know there's more room for me.
Mm, mm.
Habang may buhay, my life. All
Sino
right.
gusto mag-share? Si Mel, you wanna share? Nakamute ka.
Look at
Okay.
Sis Julie, Ate Verly, anyone wants to share in terms of Cyril, no, since I just wanna honor you, Cyril, because I watch your content, and since you joined the Prosper Faster last year, like you have grown so much, like the books you've read, like like grabe yung mga courage, no, ang mga pinagdaanan, and it's just definitely becoming. Nasa, and the process, do you want to share something? Who do you need to become for you in terms of your own journey and what you're learning right now?
kaya naman mag-share. Nandito si Rex, si Sir Rex at si Sir Ivan. Ah, I'm the old me and the new me. The old me is now I do post some content in social media just to share the bits and pieces of my life here in New Zealand. And prior to that, I kept some of the contents. I have a lot of videos in my drops that keeps me holding back not to post it because I'm afraid that people might judge me, people might don't like my opinion and things like that. But I knew that thing is the imposter syndrome that some things that holding you back because of other people's judgment. And I learned that the new me is that I'm gonna post whatever contents that I think that other people can benefit out of it. It's there's no holding back. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do all the things that makes me scared. Like I share also in my content that I made my first ever cold call for a prospect client. It was so scary. It was so scary because I'm not a salesperson. Second is English is not
Oh.
our first
Let me
language.
just I hate to interrupt, but let me catch that
Reframe,
moment.
reframe.
That's an identity thing. I am not a salesperson. Like what?
Yeah, yeah, that's the old me.
In the past.
Yeah, that's the old me. That's my old identity. But and my
Okay.
new identity is no holding back, no what if. I'm just gonna do it. And I realized that it's not that bad at all. It's just new to you. That's why you're afraid of it. But as long as you're not stepping someone else, just do it. Yeah.
Yes. So, ayan, grabe, no? So, yeah, anybody else? So, you're becoming, and it's really important, taking action. And of course, here in Prosper Path Mastermind, some steps are not as scary, especially in the property investing, kasi nga we're, you know,
Big hands
I hope Jeff
to
is here.
Cyril.
She's busy at the moment.
Then big hands
Yes,
to
that's
Cyril.
amazing.
Because real happiness comes from progress. It doesn't come from perfection, doesn't come from achieving. It comes from progress. Believe me, that's what gives you happiness. Very good.
Yes.
Mm.
Ayan. Anybody else wants to share before we end? We have 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and we're gonna share actually a workbook for you guys to answer. And it's really important that you write your goals because you go back to that later. And then you also accountable when you share it here. You can go back. This is recorded. You can go back and say, okay, I said this. I'm gonna do this because at the end of this year, we really want to have our event, a gala, and we want you to share your story there. Any story, and then of course we don't want this to it has to be a continuous journey na hindi talaga kwan lang just a one-off learning. It's really something, it's a long journey na later we will be so, even now, like small steps like sa co-investing, and I think it will be opening another one soon sa co-investing journey. Kung sino man yung nag-join, no, it's some of them are not here. Nakakatuwa siya na um, you really see that even the project is not finished. I look at Kuya when I went there November, and then it's just February, almost mag-unconditional
Yeah, we
yung
sold the
property.
property pala,
So,
no? We sold na, di
yes,
ba?
yes. So,
Oo.
yes. So,
Mm.
just waiting for that building compliance na lang. So like that there's a real execution here that you can take just to step into, like, just to try. But then of course, if you can afford, you always please, the call to action is always just contact Kuya Ivan. I feel like I'm ready after Kuya Rex, kung ano man, kung anong meron, sabi nga ni Kuya Rex. I remember Kuya Ivan saying, give me any problem, I always have the answer. And I always, merong solution palagi. And you have that access being here. So please don't waste that. Take that chance, no? Don't be scared. Ate Verly, I want to hear from Ate Verly. Ate Verly, can you share? I-unmute ko nga. Aside from glowing, who do you need to
Um,
become?
Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure with my current state, but I'm in the stage na I don't want to get stressed anymore. Actually, before I was too hardworking, like working full time and then doing sidelines and everything para lang kumita ng pera. Kasi I wanna achieve something. Like I want to buy a house, I want to do business and something like that. But currently, may bahay na ako, I have the shop, and then parang I did realize na parang when you get old, not really old, but when I'm at the stage na I realize na parang I don't wanna abuse myself too much. Yung parang napapagod ako, I wanna rest. Though currently, hindi pa naman ako nagre-rest kasi kung kahit saan ako pupunta magtatrabaho ako, may gagawin at may gagawin ako. But I'm on the stage na gusto ko yung ginagawa ko na hindi ako nai-stress. Yung parang, actually ngayon nagli-limit ako, like any invitations parang I always decline. Parang, oh, I'm busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing something na mas gusto kong gawin, ganun. So, like, maski si Mel's, lagi yung nag-i-invite, punta dito, punta doon, or anybody, friends. Tapos, I'm hesitant na parang gagawa ng maraming schedules and everything kasi gusto ko nararamdaman ko yung moment ko na nagpapahinga ako, nagre-relax ako, or I'm doing it like lightly. Kung may gagawin ako one at a time lang, ayoko yung marami akong ginagawa. Ganun. But yeah, I'm
So you
happy.
want to live So you want to do property in terms of your property investing, because the property
Yes.
investing that's the
I'm slowly working on it.
money working. Because yes, everyone, of course, no, I think decrease like Michael and Phoebe, like Phoebe is not here, she's working. So that's the goal, right? How do we actually create systems that can replace na hindi ka na mag-work all the time? Like Kuya Ivan just had his parents, sisters here in New Zealand. That freedom that you can be there. Can you share about that, Kuya? Like Kuya Rex going to Camino, just been to Vietnam, and that freedom to be able to go where you want to go, do what you want to do with your loved ones. That's just amazing, diba? And that's good at the early, because you're at that zone where it shouldn't be just working hard. It shouldn't be just working hard to make money, because it's not possible to really scale by just using your body and your time, diba? So in terms of property investing, then explore what's your next step so that you can leverage on. Can make more money, but I don't need to put more time. Ayan, Kuya. How was your mom pala? I love your video, what making your mom dance in her 80s.
Yeah.
Those
Hindi kasi
magical
sa
moments.
amin, we know that mom is 87 na. Kasi nung 60 years old pa yung nanay ko, lagi niya sinasabi, baka hindi na magtagal. So, starting, we built our careers, kami magkakapatid, and then the past 2 years, all in kami na, nagbago rin kasi ang mindset ko the past, parang 8-10 years, nagbago totally yung mindset ko. And then I try to share my mindset to my siblings. Sabi ko, guys, money is nothing. Kung iipunin niyo yung pera niyo, tapos for what? Pag namatay kayo, hindi mapupunta yan sa mga tao hindi niyo kakilala. Worse kung yung katulad niyan sa ate ko, hiwalay siya sa asawa. So sabi ko, ate, pag namatay ka, mapupunta yan kanino? Sa anak mo. Yeah, yung anak mo, kasundo mo ba yung yung asawa nun? Kung hindi, yung 'di ba ang sakat naman yung mga pinaghirapan mo, mapupunta sa taong hindi mo gusto. So parang I made them realize na money, is not that important. Ang important is to live life, at the moment. So all in kami. Last year nag-Vietnam kami, kami magkakapatid with nanay. Tapos this year, yeah, ikot kami sa buong New Zealand for 3 weeks. Yun parang dun ko na-realize na, shucks, I got the freedom. Kasi, kahit na nasa work yung mga kahit wala ako sa work, um, the business carries on. Kasi dinesign talaga namin na magkaroon ng financial freedom. Kasi I don't want, the company is 10 years old, but I don't want to be there forever. Yun. So, Ang unang sa umpisa hard work, lahat ng pagkakitaan, hard work sa umpisa, but once you establish, you create a systems and procedure process, your money will keep working to make more money, and then all you have to do is sit back, relax, and watch everything grows. It's ano parang sa umpisa magpa-plant ka. Pag nag-plant ka ang hirap. Pag nag-sow ka, pag harvest ka ang hirap. Pero kapag ka yung profit mo, ni-reinvest mo, re-reinvest mo in such a way na mag-hire ka ng taga-plant, mag-hire ka ng taga-harvest, nanonood ka na lang sa kanila nagpa-plant at taga-harvest, but you still get your share. So that's how you want to become in the future dapat. Ang sarap, masarap yung feeling na I was able to spend time with my mom na hangga't kaya niya pa mag-travel. Kasi nga, sabi ko, kapag sa ganyang edad, bonus na yung yung 87, kaya pa niyang magising at maglakad sa mga bundok. Sobrang blessed kami, sobra. Mm. Kaya yun, make money, tapos enjoy life, sobra. Ganon. Wag
So
niyong
Ate
hintayin
Verl is in
na
the right place kasi gusto niya na mag-relax.
yeah.
So,
Wag muna.
investment.
Hangga't bata kayo, hangga't kaya niyo pa. Kasi may Jeremiah 29, nasa Jeremiah 29 sinasabi, there's time for everything. A time to be sorrow. Pag sad ka, be sad. Kapag ka happy ka, tumawa ka. There's a time for to sow. There's a time to reap. Kapag bata ka, mag-aral ka. Yun ang sinasabi ko sa mga anak ko, mag-aral ka. Huwag kayong magmadali maging adult. Enjoy life kapag bata ka. Kapag nag-aaral ka, ang gagawin mo, huwag ka maglandi, mag-aral ka. Tapos kapag katapos ka na mag-aral, magtrabaho ka. That's the time for you to practice, implement ko ano yung natutunan mo sa school. Then kapag nagtrabaho ka, huwag kang magmadali na yumaman agad kasi darating yung knowledge. With your increase in knowledge, darating yung compensation. At kapag magaling ka na, you invest your money, yung pinaghirapan mo, nire-invest mo, tumalino ka. By then, that's a time for you to relax and reap what you sow. May stages ang buhay. So hangga't bata ka,
True.
tira lang. Pagka nasa twilight na, then you have all the time in this world para magkuyakoy, mag-relax, and mag-sit back. Yun.
Yes. And of course, merong seasons of life din, depende din sa
Oo.
age. Kaya Kuya Lex, I'm so excited, sinasabi ni Tony about, when you're 0 to 21, and then the summer, the spring, the summer, the autumn and the winter, and parang, oh my gosh, exciting, yung nasa 40s na tayo. And yung mga 30s, that's great. The 40s is if you planted on your summer days, then you can definitely harvest something. So I'm sure Ate Verly did plant a lot kasi yun na, yung mga hardworking was planting a lot. Then definitely we can harvest. So, okay, so to end this, I'm just gonna share this screen. Ask yourself, of course, what I have learned but not applied, what decision I have been avoiding, what habit must change now. So, yung the things that you've learned here, especially the state story and strategy, these are really basic foundation of yung mga ang gagawin mong decisions in the next days, months, and of course, we have 7 days challenge kay Kuya Rex, no? Yes, we do want to aspire to become successful, but of course, along the way, make sure that you don't really sacrifice your health, your relationship, kasi pinaka-importante yan. You always wanna highlight this always kasi once health na yung problem, you're gonna lose a lot of things. Like, because I'm coming from experiencing people na nag-diag. So really invest in your health first. Prioritize nyo. Hindi siya optional dapat. To the process of trying to make money, you have sacrificed your health. I think it's a no-no talaga. No-no talaga. So please remember that. Lalo na kahit bata pa, no? Kahit bata pa tayo. So, and of course, one decision, one habit, one action, maybe the next 7 days, kung ano man, it's good to be reminded this. But sometimes we lose track and you're like, oh, where am I now? So you always have a home to come back to. We will be reminding you, we'll be sharing each other's journey, again, iba-iba. And yun nga sabi ni Kuya Rex, same knowledge, but different results. Why? Ano yung different? So most of the time, it's your story and your state. Kasi kung strategy, it's kind of the same. Like, like Kuya Ivan will teach us, halos lahat, we already have an access to this. So work on your story and your state. And then, let's do the challenge na sinabi ni Kuya Rex. And we're gonna share a workbook via email that you can fill and just write it down and email it to us and Kuya Ivan just to be accountable. Kasi we'll be reviewing ano nang nangyari. And again, we really don't want this family. Hindi pala tayo 1%, 0.0045. Wow! And we would love to hear your testimonials kung ano yung experience nyo dito because we want this group to be bigger. At least man lang maging 1%, next year. Because, again, stewardship. Yung sinabi ni Kuya, I love that what Kuya Rex said, yung gas. Gratitude, abundance, and stewardship. So we keep on sharing. Right now, our community is really geared into not just our community, but I think in general, no, but we can be that positivity that can bring people to a better direction. So thank you so much, everybody, and thank you for being here. Of course, this is your investment, and good night. And we'll send you the workbook, and please fill it up. Okay. Thank you,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Good